one of the most powerful questions you can ask someone is, paraphrased, how'd you get here? It's for them to tell you their story. And I could respond to that insurance policy. I could talk about the particulars of it. I may even say something like internal rate of return if I'm just losing my mind at that moment, right? And do something real financial driven that has no value to this person who's actually worried. But when I ask, how'd you get this policy? How'd you get to this point? You're going to get so much information from that. Because at that moment, if I ask that question, if I just met Robert and Marie and I do this in the presentation, that's when Marie actually pipes up because she's the one who makes all the decisions. And I may not know that because Robert led off because he's the one who's nervous and he's the one who's thinking, I got to cash this thing in. So I may make an error by actually talking with Robert, and it may not dawn on me right up front that Marie actually makes these decisions. But when you ask, what's your story? How'd you get here? All of a sudden, all this information comes in. And then the second way that I do it, it's just, I give two questions and two ways to do this in a very simple presentation, is also what you hit on. And that's, how are you feeling? Because whatever decision, whatever thoughts a person shares in front of us, they all start with the emotion. And as long as you touch on that, you can do that. And I think in a group setting, it's so cool because different advisors will talk about that. And of course, we also get to chuckle because someone will say, well, I might respond this way to that person. And I get to laugh thinking, you might do that. I've actually done that. Does not work. Right. So it's very entertaining when you hear somebody say, oh, gee, I should never say that. I'm like, yeah, well, wish I met you 20 years ago when I was in a group with you.